You come out of the Miss America, not yeah, the Miss USA and
Yes.
Miss Universe
Hmm.
pageant. When did the shift happen to get into broadcasting, and how did that door for ESPN open up for you?
When Miss USA was over with, of course, that was before social media. That was just when AP, Associated Press, was around.
Hmm.
And, to be honest, as soon as they have a new winner, they're kind of like, okay, hun, bye-bye, good luck. So you're on your own. Um, and I was trying to work on a show. I was creating a show with another friend of mine who'd been in television for a long time. And it was basically a show about the American cowboy. I have great passion for equestrian and rodeo and all that kind of stuff, being where I'm from. Well, it became available that there was a position opening up with a show. Now, what happens with ESPN? There's a lot of productions that buy into the network. You purchase to have your show on their network. You're not actually in Bristol, Connecticut doing live stuff for ESPN. You're with a lot of production companies that feed in, right? So there was an interview with a show called America's Horse. It was all about the quarter horse of America. And I went to Tulsa, flew in, did the interview. They had no idea I was Miss USA. And I, other than doing a cajillion interviews, I did Star Search prior to Miss USA to get me ready for Miss USA, because it was kind of the same thing. You have an onstage question, you're modeling, you're thinking off the top of your head. So I had very little experience in broadcasting. I had a ton of experience doing interviews, but
Right,
it's different when you're thinking and formulating your own questions, or when you're
right.
interviewing somebody else. It's a whole different ballgame. And so there was a wonderful producer, like national producer with ESPN, named Dennis Dininger, who just kind of took me aside, and he would say, I want you to write opens and closes, and I want you to write tags and teases. Whether we use them or not, I want you to start practicing and getting into formulating your sentences in a small version, so you can interview, or you can do a 30-second spot and you know how to finish, wrap, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So it kind of was life on job training. I didn't have a chance to, really take my time. I was just in the face of it. Live TV, and you understand, when you've got an IFB in your ear and people are talking to you, you have to think from both sides of your brain, and you have to pay attention to a lot that's going on. I mean, there's a lot for a 20-something-year-old kid to go through, when that was before so much technology had developed that we have now in media, and that we now have as, a ways to assist. Back then, it was kind of cue cards off your head, in your ear. It was just a whole different ballgame. But I learned a lot, and it has really perfected me to where my craft is now, because of kind of being thrown in the fire early on.